Here comes the sun. Doo, 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 doo. Happy Monday. How is everybody? Everyone having a good Monday? You got to think now that this karma is starting to go back on the group, they're really not going to like the shoe on the other foot. But reclaiming our power and reversing the destiny swap energy. It is. I would expect. Here's the difference. It's not one person they're trying to use magic to defeat. It's magic backfiring on entire groups of people without spiritual protection. Make a wish. As shocking as that's going to be for people, there's nothing we can do about it. What's done is done. What is done is done. And you got to think it's trying to weaponize the justice system. Well, then all that did was basically, when the truth comes out, everybody will have completely lost all faith in any type of a system. That's what, because that's their control factor of fear, which they're now all in because that energy is returning to them. The vibration of the planet's raising. You got to think. So, I mean, not only have these people now proven that they're a danger to themselves, but they're also a danger to others. And it's what it is. I mean, every 100 years since the fall of Rome, these transfers have happened, and now we're dealing with much larger energies. And that would have been the thing. That was the energy in the cards of this morning, is trying to delay Pisces happiness, because misery loves company. So just be mindful of the company you keep. Simple enough. Oh, a couple ground rules. When you guys call me and you ask for help and I give you something, come back with a result. Don't ask for free therapy. And I mean, especially like at 11 o'clock midnight. So it is. I mean, if I give you something, even free, and that doesn't work for you, well, then nothing else is going to work for me. It's just what it is. I do things very, very systematic and specific. So I don't even listen to it after it's what, especially not at 11 o'clock midnight. So I'm looking for a result. And when I give you something and then there'll be no results. It's what, if you can't get one result, you'll never get another one. I've learned that. Over many, many moons. many moons. I have learned when you offer someone something and they can't get a result out of what you give them, you stop giving them anything else. So they're never going to get a result. You give them something, they don't get the result. They don't get the result you want. They don't get the result that they need because they've asked for something. It's just what it is. No result means no result. It's just what it is. Right? It's simple enough. Confirmation. It's what it is, because then what ends up happening is you get text after text because they want a conversation. They want free therapy, things of that nature. And it's what it is. I have absolutely no problem of helping people without expecting anything in return other than a result. Because if I don't get a result off the first thing I give you, then I know I'm not going to get a result out of anything that I give you. So I cut it off immediately. My cutoff game, Super Scott. I've got Super Scott cutoff game. You have no result. Simple enough. I mean, you've asked for something. I gave you something. You didn't get a result out of it, and neither did I. Cool. That's a double negative. Just done. At that point, there's no results. We're looking for solutions and results. Not because, I mean, that's generally how people end up in the loop. Nothing's working for me. Well, that's because you're not getting any results. It's simple enough. So everybody else got a result. Simple enough. Anyway, yeah, and I know Pisces is going through a lot of battles right now. Some Pisces. I know some Pisces are me. I'm just better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in war. Simple enough. I'll be playing in the garden. I'll be playing in the garden here. That's the thing is all this energy that they have sent in groups is now returning to them. And oh, they're mad. They're mad that the shoes are on the other feet. And I can't do anything about that. Look at all the people they affected. So it is. And as people start to wake up to how they've been affected by someone else, their intended target, it's like going to the pew pew range, putting a target up, right? And not only were these individuals ignorant enough to put a target in front of a crowd, there's a crowd behind that target, and they just pull their pew pew out. Yeah, but I was aiming at the target, yeah, but it was hitting people in the crowd. But I was aiming at the target, yeah, but it was ricocheting back and hitting you. Simple enough. Simple enough. Here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. Let them affect your peace. You're not responsible for how other people feel. And the fact that these individuals have gotten a lot of people involved, what is the difference? Well, they didn't get the result of one unhappy person. They got the result of groups of unhappy people. And this is the thing. You would turn around. You would want to turn around and look at those responsible. While we just turn the other cheek. while we just turn the other cheek from their persecution energy as it returns to them. That's what it is. The shoes on the other feet. And I've never seen a human caterpillar. I've never, what the human caterpillar is, like a row of it. I've never seen the human caterpillar with that many legs try to put all of their feet in two shoes. It's just what it is. It's not going to work. I don't know why they ever thought that would work. I don't know why they ever thought that would work. And I really don't. I don't care. I don't care why people would make these broken thinking decisions over money. It's what it is. It would be over money. Here, we'll pay you this to play with Pisces. It's okay, well, now that conspiracy to try to unalive a human, you can thank Dorothy for that. Now that, and her friend, I can't even remember the chick's name at this point because I forget about that shit. I forget about it. You've got too much poison, the earth angel energy in the cards. I've got the receipts for that. I've got the receipts for that. It's just what it is. Anyway, exposing the sun exposed everyone else. And that's fine. I mean, when you walk outside, here's the sun. Do, 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 do. God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. That's going to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as I do readings for. Namaste. That's the thing. And I even gave them, because their love, their light, their health, their wealth, their abundance, it's just scattered about. I even gave him a poem on the last little short that I uploaded. How did it go? I'm not going to waste my time. Something about rabbit hole in the toilet bowl, something like that. It went great with pissing the night away. How to remove the darkness. It's just what it is. Anyway, I write shit on the fly. I'm like Lil Wayne. I write shit and then completely forget. What it was in the present moment. Once it's done in the present moment, that shit's in the past and it's forgotten. People's love, people's light, people's health, people's wealth, people's abundance. It is scattered about. Expect things to be more confusing. The more confused the devil is, the less that devil energy will be able to destroy anything that we set out to do. Because, I know Pisces is tired. Any Pisces that's been carousing Tarotland, you're pretty sick of the devil demonic energy that's been chasing Pisces around. And it's what it is. It's because of your light. So if I know that it is because of your light that triggers their demons, and then trigger demons just do dumb stuff. They do super dumb stuff. And that's what it is. We want to do superhuman stuff while they do super dumb stuff, and then get caught up. Everyone's caught up in this super dumb stuff, and I can't do anything about that. We want to focus on Pisces. We want to focus on those with the light, the truth, and the way, the value. We want value in our lives. We don't want darkness and destruction and debauchery and the dumb shit. We're done with that. We're done with all that. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. Simple. Now, you got to think, what kind of evil people How can you ruin someone's day by being happy? That doesn't make any sense. And when people figure out that their lives are falling apart and they're getting all this karma from happiness haters, oh, you got to shake the haters off. Like the sun, you just got to shake the haters off. Cards in the upright. Cool. We'll flip that around. And I mean, you got to think, you want to put on a happy face. You know, they've all got their masks on. So put on a happy face. I mean, come on. What do masked people do? Now, not the kind that have been locked down, masked up, and experimented on by evil men experimenting on them. Sweden, no. These are like masked bandits. These are like masked bandits. And the devil doesn't rob an empty house. So, we're cleaning out our house. We're getting rid of all the things they would probably want, giving away. So simple enough. Simple enough. It's good to give because I mean, needy people vibrate at the needy vibration. They're needy. Want. You put want out into the universe, you will want. If you put nothing out into the universe, nothing is everything. And everything is nothing. So when you put nothing out into the universe, you expect to receive everything. And if you give it your all and expect nothing, it's still the same thing. You're expecting nothing in return, and that's God. God is everything and nothing all at the same time. As hard as that is for people to understand, but we're not concerned with what people understand. They can't figure it out as it is. Predominant question on everyone's mind. Yeah, we're not fighting this dumb shit. It's just what it is. How do you remove the darkness? The toilet. Simple enough. It's what it is. I mean, it's sterile, but you keep just, cleansing it out through the body. Drop it down the rabbit hole and give it a good flush. Give it a good flush. Yeah, you just want to nurture the 5D. Want to nurture the spilled row. The top row is the 5D moving down through time and space into the 3D. Yeah, we don't even have to remove this negative energy. It's taking itself out. The trash. You gotta love a reality where the trash takes itself out. Oh, man. It's a whole new world where your masculine will doesn't have to battle. Simple enough. Yeah, total failure. These guys are standing in the upright on their failure to feminine intuition. And it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. Yeah, it's just what it is. Women are upside down over it, too. It's just what it is. They're nurturing the fact that the darkness is coming to the light. And these masculines seeing absolute failure, right? And the predominant women in their realities. And that's understandable. I mean, you got to think. It's the same thing with the human trafficking situation. I mean, that's what it is. That is masculines standing in their power over total failure of flipping women upside down. That's upgrade. That's not upgrade. That's not human upgrades. That's upgrade. Drinking more electrolytes. Electrolytes. And I can't do anything about that because you got to keep in mind that's pretty much what all of this was over was money. A destiny swap involved in Kundalini energy harvesting. Well, I mean, Kundalini, that's creative sexual energy. Think about that. So you've got these individuals doing Suk's magic, and it's what it is. And I mean, when I hear a reader say, Pisces, these people want physical evidence because they just don't believe what's going on. Well, that's fine. Large groups of people going through chaos and turmoil because that energy is being returned to them and a horrible destiny swap gone wrong. That's pound for pound, tons of physical evidence. Yeah, look at that shit. The lies are coming to the surface. Look at that. And their health will be affected. If they wanted to affect your health, their health will be affected. Simple enough. You've got sacrifice energy returning to these people. I can't do anything about that. It's just what it is. What they put out is going back on them. So, and it's the thing is, everybody was so busy making bad decisions, trying to cover thing up as the light just. I mean, when the sun comes up, and it just kind of goes over the earth, flat or round, as it goes over the earth. You can run, but you can't hide unless you get under a tree where it's shady. and then you're in a shady spot. It's just what it is. Shady people find shady spots. It's common. It's a common occurrence. I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the Slim Shady. Anyway, I can't do anything about the 5D nurturing or protecting our spiritual inheritance, our spiritual abundance. What was meant for you can never be taken. That's what it is. No matter how hard they try, no matter how many people they get involved, they got people involved in nothing but a lot of karma. And that's going to be the thing. You can't fight groups of people going through karma. That's what it is. No. That's when you walk away. Yep. That's when you have to tell them, no, you can't help everyone. Nothing they ever do will grow again. Right? We don't even have to remove the negative energy. Spirit is doing that because those that took the bribes and the destiny swap were reclaiming our power, and they were expecting the unalive of an earth angel. Cool. So, that's what it is. Knowing that the narcissist's last trick is playing the victim. Oh, look what they're doing to me. No. What you put out went back on you. I'm looking for that earth angel that they tried to make a victim. That glowing 6-foot diamond all these people are talking about. Simple enough. I mean, if they're trying to cover that up, well, then that's basically that's not a JFK conspiracy. That's an INFJ conspiracy. That's a failed INFJ conspiracy. Confirmation. Simple enough. Moving forward, that's what it is. There will be an even energy exchange supporting these masculine energies, and whether that be with yourself or with another, what was meant for you can never be taken. Simple enough. You got to this. That's the new cycle that we're going into. Is they're already starting to see the effects of their karma, so now they're going to amp up trying to transfer their karma instead of just taking what was theirs anyway. The karmics getting their karmic lessons. Families are upside down in total failure. Women are supporting that, and the 5D, because they don't meditate. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about it, especially when it comes to couples. These masculines are pushing absolute failure upon women that were already upside down to begin with. Talk about a bad relationship. Holy shit, why I don't do those? That's just why I just don't do those anymore. We tried that shit. However, they tried to destroy everything you got. That's why you don't become successful until later in life when they're the fuck out of your way. Simple enough. Truth in the pudding. Look at that. There's no gratitude for that shit. That's what it is. And you got to think, they're dealing with Pisces. You're a human lie detector. Great. Where are these human lie detectors? Because they make memes for the INFJ being the human lie detector. Great. So that's an INFJ Pisces. So if we know that they're trying to take out INFJ Earth Angels and the Pisces, okay, cool. So we can Google all of that. Yeah, it's just what it is. I thank you for that. I got a notification. See, when I can multitask. I can multitask. We've got things going on in the background that are important, and some things that just aren't. You have to take your own destiny by the reins. Get on that horse and ride that shit, because ain't nobody going to do it for you. Simple enough. It's called the inner journey for a reason. So while health is being affected over top of these dark heart individuals, that will be the physical evidence that these people so desperately need. The group karma aspect of what comes around goes around. They tried to destroy you only to destroy themselves. They tried to take away your spiritual protection only to lose their own. They tried to use unalive magic like Voldemort, only to be he who shall not be named, as it bounces off of you like a Harry Potter. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. You got readers talking about Pisces. That energy is bouncing off of you onto others. Okay, great. I'm looking for that Pisces, because that Pisces is protected. You can't do shit with the energy that's bouncing off of Pisces onto others. No, that's between others and the people sending the energy. That's just how that's going to work. Our prayers have been answered. La, 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 la. Simple enough. It's what it is. You've got happiness haters and misery that loves company, and their only way of destroying you is to get you down to their level. So not only will they go down in history as being low levels lower than low, simple enough. Fucking, they're lower than low. Bah! So you're not your government name. However, they do have great meaning. And you got to think, when y'all have that wolf in sheep's clothing energy around Pisces, that's not Pisces. As a Pisces with the last name Low, that means young wolf. Do I look like a fucking sheep to you? I don't have to wear sheep's clothing. And you know, we do have the Leo aspect in our chart. And that is a lie. I mean, that's the thing is, you know, the sheep, they will frolic all day long, running around on the shepherd's land. And then, you know, the shepherd, he has to hire sheepdog. He has to hire sheepdog, you know, so that they can, you know, sit back and sit back in the Freemasons parking lot and fucking watch for speeders going by. Sweet. When I was coming home last night, there was an officer parked in the Freemasons parking lot. Pretty funny. I thought that show was pretty funny. Anyway, I wonder if he was checking out the Boy Scouts of America. Anyway, fuck. Mystic 9 did. She checking him out from wherever she's at. Anyway, with bodies in a pond. With bodies in a pond, mind you. That's pretty good. That's pretty good energy. Be able to pick that energy up around the sun from the UK to, and I think she's in New York. I don't know. Anyway, and hell, I forgot what I was talking about. It doesn't matter. Once I get Freemasons, the Boy Scouts of America, and cops together, there's your blessings or lessons in threes. That's what it is. We're moving on. Yeah, no intuition. Look at that. We don't have to remove any negative energy from the things that will not grow from people without intuition. No. We have to concentrate on ourselves while they get that physical evidence that they so desperately needed as this energy continues to return and basically destroy people's lives, because that's what they wanted for another. And I can't do anything about that. And what are they going to do? They're going to amp up their efforts. Because the misery loves company. They're in such bad shape, they want you in bad shape too. And they will stop at nothing only to realize they were doing it to themselves the whole time. And I can't do anything about that. Keep raising the vibration, letting that energy bounce off onto them and others. Okay. That's what it is. That is between the people sending the energy and the others that it is affecting. And once again, super shout out. I said it on my video last night. So Pisces, that energy is bouncing off of you and it's affecting others in your environment. And she said it. She was like, pay attention. You'll see dogs freaking out. You'll see birds and that energy affects everything around you because we're protected. So that negative energy is bouncing off. Great. I'm sitting out there by the pool and the neighbor's losing his mind. Motherfucker. Like a demon, like a trigger demon. What do I immediately fill my mind with? Oh man, her abilities are beautiful. She pointed this out. Tarot told me to keep an eye out for people having car wrecks, fire magic, backfire, all that shit. I've got all that evidence on this channel. They need physical evidence, but it's all hearsay. It's all hearsay because it came from a tarot reader. So, you need more people's lives affected in a horrible destiny swap gone wrong due to greedy individuals who wanted to see another fail. And people will side with that. And they'll get karma too. They do. They jump on the karma hate train. They're not masters of their craft. Simple enough. I can't do anything about our space having prayers answered from the past, and then people with no intuition who have not mastered anything with their upside down family issues having ego deaths. Simple enough. Simple enough. how are you going to possibly fight with women that don't meditate? We are not going to fight with women in a bad position, the predominant females in your reality, because they don't meditate. That's what it is. I'm looking for the earth angel that they tried to take out, probably in meditation. This person just kind of sitting in meditation, and then you got addicts and crooks and cons and everything coming up trying to check their pockets. But they had their eyes closed. That person wasn't moving. They were in a still position. We thought that just because they were all by themselves, that we could just swoop up, and then God had to step in. When you've got readers saying, you Pisces, you've got God protecting you, that, okay, cool. So now that's going to put, every atheist, every individual that now knows that the Most High has stepped in with natural disasters, strange occurrences within the matrix, or the illusion that they can't explain. They can't logically explain it. Okay, great. There's all the proof you need. Crazy fucking people that can't logically explain anything out of harmony and balance. All of their lies with no gratitude. We're not worried about that. Why would I want gratitude from... You would want gratitude from the truth. Right? You don't... It's what it is. There's a whole bunch of lies in the spiritual realm. Okay, great. I have no gratitude for that shit. I don't need gratitude from that shit. Simple enough. People's health is being affected, and the dark hearts are supported by higher consciousness. Look at that. Here's my card. That's what it is. We told them that. You have groups who have gotten dark things you're not even supposed to know about. Occult practices, baneful magic, witchcraft, things of that nature. Right. It was in the cards this morning. Pisces, they're still waiting to try to manifest your downfall on the full moon. Okay, great. So when I hear that energy, do I believe everything that I hear? No. Am I going to protect myself? Yes. So if they're trying to manifest Pisces' downfall, number one, Pisces would have to be on their destiny. And if Pisces' destiny is representing karma and bringing them karma, it comes with the territory. You know that, oh, we're getting karma. We have to stop that karma earth angel because we're getting karma. No. You have to stop creating karma for you to get. You get what you give. You give karma, you get karma. Simple enough. They don't want... But we're not used to do. We're used to being able to dominate and be mean to people and sacrifice them and take their destinies. We're not used to. We picked the wrong one. Oh, we picked the wrong one. Yes, you did. We will be taking our power back. The people with no intuition are being supported by the distance of karma. Simple enough. Right? That's what it is. They didn't destroy the healer. They destroyed themselves. And it's what it is. I mean, people are going to have to fight to heal. They're going to have to do the work. Simple enough. I'm having problems. Okay, great. Here's a solution. Well, I've also got this problem, and I've also got this problem, and I've also got this problem. Okay, great. Well, you didn't take the first solution, so now you're basically wanting free therapy. And if you're not going to get a result from the first solution that we give out, then you're not going to get a solution from anything else. It's cut off. At that time, no. It's just a big no. I'm sorry. It's a big goose egg. Simple enough. Simple enough. You're not thinking you can't master yourself, and you're trying to drain the master. Love is all there is. Simple enough. As these ego deaths continue, the women who can teach you anything will be stepping up to the plate. Women who can teach you anything from the grave. Right? Madame Takata, she was a huge server of ego deaths, along with Dolores Cannon. That's what it is. So you've got women from the grave, the ascended masters, the masters of their trades, right? And currently in the 3D, if you're looking at it from a 3D aspect, these women who can teach you anything are supporting ego deaths, upside down families, and failures that we're not going to fight. These women that have, because of their image, because I am Jay-Z Knight with Romptha coming out of my mouth. My entire school has been deemed a cult. The demons have allowed it to continue, and it's been the battle of the dark and the light since the 80s with recovery groups and all that fun shit. It's like Scientologists. You got people that make content over harassing the Scientologists. It's what it is. It's what it is. However, these women are supporting ego deaths. These women are teaching you everything about destroying your family. These women are teaching you anything about failure. And what is the overall energy? We're not fighting that. I'm not fighting a bunch of women who are standing in their power over flipping families upside down, creating ego deaths because misery loves company. Simple enough. I hear they went up against an earth angel over money and failed. That's what it is. That's conspiracy. No, we all know how that's going to end. That's going to be swift karmic justice. Simple enough. Simple enough. There we go. And we will continue on with our own attunements and initiations that are supporting the fact that people are unbalanced, supporting the fact that they don't meditate, and women that are confirmation, women that are upside down in the spiritual world. That's the thing. If you're having all of these problems and you're looking for a solution, and then you ask somebody for help and they provide you something just to get the ball rolling, if you can't do that one simple little thing, it's called a screening process. You're unworried. You can't teach those people. They already know everything. They already know everything about all the problems that they have. They already know everything about how they're not good. It's what it is. They've got all these, they're looking for someone to talk to, and that's fine. That's fine. Me, at 11 o'clock at night, I get tons of calls. That's what it is. I put the shit down. The minute I give you something to go do, great. Those who go do it, come back with the result. Those who don't go do it are fucking blowing my shit up, and that's fine. That's fine. That's energy tourists. Those are energy tourists. Tourists, because they're just blowing my shit up. Bling, bling, bling. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. However, no, I'm not going to fucking sit there and revolve my entire life around it. That's what it is. Spiritual entities, it's protagonists, right? Spirits of influence. The same thing that we've been talking. Those kinds of episodes do nothing more than give me content for YouTube about how correct all of us were. Simple enough. Simple enough. That's what it is. It's an unconscious thing. Okay, great. You have to be conscious of your actions. Simple enough. Simple enough. And then when you don't, well, I didn't know that. Okay, well, now great. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle, G.I. Joe. Simple enough. We want troopers, absolutely. But if you can't make it through boot camp, you're never going to be a soldier. Sorry. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Emotional balance on the fact that higher consciousness is supporting dark hearts that are unhealthy. Imagine that. That's what it is. That's what it is. And once again, they're trying to stop the healer. Okay, great. So now the healer needs healing. Now we have to think about the healers. It's just what it is. They were trying to take out a teacher. Okay, cool. That's some school pew stuff. It's just what it is. That's like walking onto the school and trying to take out the teacher, even though it was metaphysical means, and you have to have evidence other than every tarot reader on the planet talking about it. The only way you're going to get that is mass exodus at this point, I would assume. It's what you girls have picked up, and I agree. So what do we have to work through now? People getting the energy that they put out return to them and looking for someone to blame other than themselves for putting that energy out that went back on them. Hey, look at that. Absolute failure. That's what it is. Health is in the upside down, and they have a... That's what it is. Did you manifest good health? You got bad health and no manifestations. So the 5D is saying women are upside down because of their lies. Their health is now affected and they can't manifest. Imagine that. Imagine that. You think they were trying to manifest off of someone else's back? You think they were? You think they were? What's that outcome going to be? Yeah, frenemies. That's what it is. Separate yourself from them. Simple enough. Simple enough. We've been through enough to take on anyone else's burdens. It's what it is. Simple enough. I'm looking for earth angels because I know that they've burdened the earth angels, and I know that these trigger demons really didn't care. So why trigger demons are in their corral chewing on each other, doing whatever they do, whatever trigger demons do in their corral. That's what it is. You corral them all together, and then you got trigger demons all in a wad, like a wad of light trigger demons. We're looking for the earth angels they tried to sacrifice. Where are these businesses that they wanted to stop? Where are these healers that they wanted to do? What kind of person tries to take out a healer? Where are these teachers because you got all these tarot readers talking about it? Great. Where are these individuals? Where are these people with a fucking jack of all trades destiny that these individuals tried to stop? That's who I want to work with, the unstoppable people, not the people that are blocked, stopped, and misery that wants company. That's what it is. We have found our path. Our path is helping these people. You can't help those other people. If you could help those people, they would be helping the divine on the divine path. No. They're only worried about themselves. Okay, great. It's called the inner journey for a reason. And we're not changing our minds about it. Simple enough. We've got everyone to the position to where you have to think about what matters first. Simple enough. Confirmation. That's what it is. If they took out the teacher, who's going to teach you? If they took out the healer, who's going to help you heal? If they were doing it all for money, fucking, I like money too. Simple enough. Simple enough. Yeah. Be compassionate, right? People have no compassion. They're only worried about themselves. Okay, great. Well, that's what we're going to repay you. We're only going to worry about ourselves. Simple enough. Oh, well, we want to worry about you too. Well, then cool. We can then that's your blessings in threes. Imagine how that works. Imagine we can bless you 3 times as much if you give a shit about something other than yourself. Imagine how that works. It's narcissism at its finest. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. You're going to have a large groups of people that thought they found an easy target only to figure out that fucking with me, they targeted themselves. And that's what it is. I'm looking for those people. Where are those FAFO people? I want FAFO businesses. I want FAFO healers. I want those FAFO earth angels. Where are these karmic justice bringers? Simple enough. Because if they tried to take your business out, I'm going to resurrect that shit. I want to hate on your business too. At least when I hate, I can donate. Currency's currency. Money, time, effort. Who knows? Who knows what the fuck I'm going to do? You can't tell the devil. We're looking for that earth angel. Now, if you want to be a part of that, you want to donate time, effort, energy into resurrecting the earth angel, hey, then you're on my path. Other than that, fucking you're on your own path. Simple enough. Namaste.